Hello, how are you today? I will talk about what true infinity is. Alright, let's begin. When Hegel talked about true infinity, he meant that people understand infinity in a very superficial way. Most people imagine infinity as a number increasing forever, a road that never ends, or an endless sequence without conclusion. Hegel called this kind of infinity false infinity, or bad infinity. Why? Because it is merely endless repetition, without ever reaching a complete truth or actual fulfillment. It is like counting 1, 2, 3 forever. The movement continues endlessly, yet no true completion is ever achieved. This is only a quantitative infinity, an endless increase without real essence or meaning. True infinity, according to Hegel, is far deeper than that. It is not merely endless extension, but a self-complete state of existence. It is a form of being capable of defining itself by itself, without relying on anything external to define or govern it. It is a unity that contains both the finite and the infinite at the same time. In other words, true infinity does not escape from limitations. Rather, it contains limitations within itself and transcends them simultaneously. That is why Hegel saw true infinity as involving a kind of realized contradiction, meaning contradiction is not a flaw that must disappear, but rather part of perfection itself. False infinity represents endless movement without arrival. There is always transition, always increase, but never fulfillment. True infinity, on the other hand, is the state in which existence becomes complete and self-aware. This is why Hegel connected it to the idea of being for itself, meaning an existence grounded in itself, requiring no external cause or higher law to sustain it. When this concept enters metaphysical philosophy or fictional narratives, it takes on an even greater meaning. If a character embodies true infinity, this does not simply mean they possess limitless power, but that they stand beyond the very concept of limitation itself. They are not endlessly growing stronger. Rather, they have reached a state of complete existence that transcends all measures. Even the concepts of progression or evolution no longer apply to them. Such a character would stand above all laws, because laws themselves would be part of a lower existence contained within them. Time, space, dimensions, causality, logic, and even contradictions would become things they encompass and transcend. They would not merely control the universe, but the very principles that allow existence itself to exist. At this point, infinity ceases to be just a mathematical concept and becomes an absolute state of being. That is why it is sometimes said that a being embodying true infinity can transcend even the narrative or the author itself. Their existence is not bound by any higher framework. They are not merely part of the system. Rather, the system itself becomes only a weak reflection of their reality.